Hello and good morning. Welcome everyone once again. So it is another subscriber lesson about IELTS exam. Okay, I'll wait for some time until my subscribers are here. If not, then I have to explain in a soliloquy dialogue. Okay, let's wait a while. So guys, welcome back. Okay, so you're planning to sit for the IELTS exam. My question is, do you really need to sit for the IELTS exam, or do you think that you need to sit for the IELTS exam? Is it really needed? Well, the answer depends on you. If you're planning to study in English-speaking countries, or if you're planning to migrate there, or if you're planning to assess your quality of English, possibly you might need to sit for the IELTS exam. And it must have some required score, the band score in between 1 to 9. So as you can see from the shared screen, IELTS stands for International English Language Testing System. Okay. And what exactly it is tested?
International.
So international, not inter. Remember, it's British English. We do not pronounce R. So international. International.
International.
International. And as you can see, English-speaking countries, it is needed for academic studies, training, registration, scholarship. It could be undergraduate scholarship or graduate scholarship, postgraduate scholarship in research level, training, immigration, work permit, and to assess your quality. Which countries need IELTS exam? USA, Canada, UK, some EU countries, Australia, New Zealand. Okay, in many cases, many scholarship authorities around the world, though they're not English-speaking countries, they require IELTS exam when they offer you the programs. Could be undergrad, on second grad, or postgrad or research program or scholarship program. So IELTS exam is one of the internationally recognized exam that tests four parts of English learning, and I'm sure you know that: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Having the band score of 1 and high score is 9, so that is how they assess sorry, your quality of English. Bear in mind that the more you practice, the more you'll be confident about the exam. And there are many websites that gives you free chances to sit for the mock test or sample test. I've heard many students sit for the mock test and they get good score, but in reality they don't get it. Bear in mind that mock test is, marking criteria is done automatically by AI, artificial intelligence, where in the real life exam the tests are done by the human teachers, and obviously they will follow the 100% accuracy technique, where you don't have the chance to get artificial intelligence answer. Okay, so that is the difference. So if you're getting, say, 7 in mock test, possibly be getting 5 in the real life exam. Well, let's subtract 2. Okay. All right. The next information is who can sit for the IELTS exam? Anyone who is 18 years old or above. The validity of IELTS certificate is 2 years. There is no pass or fail marks, as I said, but the banding score, the lowest score is 1 and high score is 9. How can I register? This is a common question. You can register by calling, visiting the office, online form, and pay the appropriate fees. How much is the fees? This is the question. The fees, varies from country to country. You can check in a local authority. Most of the cases in between £150 to £200, which is a good amount of money. So please, when you register for the exam, make sure you take enough and good preparation so that you can get a record score. And there are 2 types of IELTS exam: IELTS UK, which is controlled by the Cambridge University and British Council, and IELTS Australia, which is IDP Australia. Okay, as I said, and how many times you can sit for the exam? As many times as you like. Generally, it takes once in every month. Okay, I remember I've got a junior friend and he needed 7.5 in academic individually, all the 4 sections, and he sat for the exam 13 times. Can you imagine? He sat for the exam 13 times to get the score, because every time his score was fluctuating. First time he got 6.5, second time 6.5, in some sections 7.5. Fourth time it is fluctuating 7, 6.5, 7.5. So he was sitting for almost every month And on the 13th time, he got 7.5 in speaking, listening, reading, and writing, which was needed for his registration in the healthcare sector. Okay, in many jobs in Western countries, English-speaking countries, they are asking for OET, occupational English test, which is a bit more focused on your clinical understanding on the profession you are applying for registration. Okay, say if you are a nurse or a doctor or a pharmacist, there will be clinical questions depending on your profession. Once again, the question will be coming from the doctor's perspective, or a perspective of a nurse, or perspective of a pharmacist. It could be inpatient pharmacy, outpatient pharmacy. It doesn't matter whatever they are. You have to just answer it correctly in the waiting. Okay. So from where and which country offers this? Almost every country, 140 countries, including many territories around the world. When there is a British Council or British Embassy or High Commission, you can contact them. So test formats, there are 4 sections: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. As I mentioned, there are 2 types of IELTS exam. One deals academic and general training. IELTS is offered through the PBT or CBT. What does these 2 words mean? CBT is computer-based test. Okay. PBT is, I think, what does PBT mean again? I forgot as well. Let me find it. Paper-based test. Okay. The PBT stands for paper-based. So PBT stands for paper-based test, which is the conventional test, and CBT stands for computer-based test. So if you are taking paper-based test, what happens? Will be given, for the writing part, you'll be given the questionnaire and the papers and pencils. Okay, and you'll be given booklet for the reading part, and speaking part is same. You don't have to, they will not give you anything else except in the cue card section. And for computer-based test, you'll be shown through the computer screen your reading part, and you have to submit your writing through the computer typing. If you're good at typing, it's better for you to take the computer-based test, not the paper-based test. So that will be your idea how we can do that. And both the speaking and listening parts are same for the academic and general test, but they're different in reading and writing. So choose this if you wish to study undergraduate, graduate, postgraduate levels, or if you're seeking professional registration, doctors and nurses, or if you're seeking for scholarship programs. Okay, and you need to sit for this exam. But if you're looking for to migrate to an English-speaking country like US, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, and the UK, if you wish to train or study below degree level, okay, so this is the test for you then. What's in the exam? Paper content time, listening 40 questions, approximately 30 minutes plus 10 minutes transfer time. Reading 40 questions, 60 minutes. Writing 2 tasks, total 60 minutes. Task 1, 20 minutes, 150 words. Task 2, 40 minutes, 250 words. Speaking is 3 parts. Task 1, 2, and 3. Depending on the response, it could be in between 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, and IELTS academic, as you can see, listening same. You'll be given academic reading paper, academic writing test. Okay, listening is same, speaking is same. If you're sitting for the general test, once again, so your reading paper should be based on general test. Similarly, writing, listening, and speaking as well. Okay. Now the basic thing is about the IELTS exam. In my previous lesson, we discussed about the IELTS coherence and fluency. Okay. Now we're going to describe the lexical resources. So there are 4 parts in the IELTS exam where you'll be tested for marking coherence and fluency, 25%, lexical resources, 25%, grammatical ranks and accuracy, another 25%, and pronunciation, another 25%. So let's focus today in this lesson about lexical resources. What does it mean? Okay, let's find out.
So, you've decided to take the IELTS exam. Great choice. It's the test that opens doors around the world. Here, we look at the criteria of lexical resource. This is one of 4 criteria on which you will be tested. Look for the other 3 criteria in other videos. Lexical resource focuses on the range of vocabulary a candidate uses. The wider the range, the better you will score. You will need to understand these factors to score well on the test. The ability to use vocabulary effectively, including the right collocation, that is, words naturally used together. For instance, lions roar, lions do not shout. Alternatively, we make a phone call, we do not do a phone call. An awareness of connotation. This refers to the positive, neutral, or negative associations some words have. For example, laid back, positive; inactive, neutral; lazy, negative; slim, thin, skinny. The use of less common vocabulary or expressions. Many candidates memorize impressive lists of vocabulary, but often end up using them in the wrong way because they haven't understood them properly. To improve your vocabulary, we recommend these steps. Always try to learn new vocabulary when reading in English. Look out for new words. Seeing words in their context helps you learn the meaning, usage, and collocation. Online newspapers are a good resource. These can also help you keep up on vocabulary of current affairs. Group new vocabulary into related subjects and learn these together, rather than making long lists of unrelated words. For example, make a list of words about sports. Using mind maps often helps with this. Learn more synonyms. These are words or expressions which have a similar meaning. Knowledge of synonyms will help with all parts of the IELTS test. Try using a thesaurus. Make small word cards, with the word written on one side of the card and the translation and an example sentence on the other side. You can then test yourself. Practice is the key. not to memorize, but to practice discussing different topics, weaving in the vocabulary you have learned. Research shows practice improves test scores. Don't give up if you can't find the right word. Keep trying to explain what you mean, even if it takes a little longer. This is called paraphrasing. You will get credit for this. IELTS speaking tests include general, everyday topics. Specialist knowledge isn't expected. The topics are relevant to all of the 135 countries in which IELTS is used. For more information, please see the other speaking test videos: fluency and coherence, grammatical range and accuracy, and pronunciation.
Okay, guys, so that is the explanation of lexical resources and vocabulary. There are a few things I must explain, but I'd like to repeat the
So, you've decided to take the IELTS exam.
now
Great choice.
analyze
It's
one
the
one.
test that opens doors around the world. Here, we look at the criteria of lexical resource. This is one of 4 criteria on which you will be tested. Look for the other 3 criteria in other videos. Lexical resource focuses on the range of vocabulary a candidate uses. The wider the range, the better you will score. You will need to understand these factors to score well on the test. The ability to use vocabulary effectively, including the right collocation, that is, words naturally used together. For
Okay. Say, using the vocabulary effectively, the right collocation. And what is collocation? So collocation is the natural way to explain how one word takes another word generally. Okay. And when you're learning any vocabs, try to learn the collocation of the word. For examples, they're going to give an example in a moment. Um, let me play the video. Like lions roar, lions do not shout.
instance, lions roar, lions do not shout. Alternatively, we make a phone call. We do not do a phone call. An awareness of connotation.
Okay. So collocation here means we do not say we are doing a mistake, we are making a mistake. Okay. Make a mistake. Similarly, make a phone call. So these are the 2 examples that I gave. I want you to understand how it is important for you to use them correctly. But if you don't know how to use them, that is really would be challenging for you to develop within the short time. Because I've studied English all of your life from primary school, secondary, maybe college, university, but you don't know which are collocation and you made lots of mistakes and there is no one to correct you. Now through this app, you can see there are many qualified teachers who are helping you with your IELTS exam and grammar. Subscribe to them. If you're interested, subscribe to my lesson. Possibly you'll get 2 free lessons and also whole month subscription. Honestly, guys, every week I get students on a free trial basis. They come and they are gone. I don't know how much they can learn with it by 2 lessons, but it's not enough. To develop your grammar or develop your IELTS rubrics, you need to subscribe to a teacher at least for a few months. And do not take the do not fix the date until you have well prepared. Remember that it is important for you to get good ideas and well preparation if you want to get good score in IELTS exam. Because the fees of IELTS is very expensive, as I said. The fees is at the moment in between £150 to £200. British pound sterling. Which is very expensive, you see. Every time you sit for the exam, if you don't get your score, you register again, spend money. So it's better for you to take enough preparation for the exam. Okay, the next part is connotation. What does it mean, guys? So first one is collocation.
An awareness of connotation. This refers to the positive, neutral, or negative association some words have. For example, laid back, positive; inactive, neutral; lazy, negative; slim, thin, skinny. The use of less common vocabulary or expressions. Many candidates memorize
Okay, connotation. So, and speaking part, we use also connotation, yeah? What does connotation mean? Some words have, positive meaning, neutral meaning, negative meaning, which means that when we are using the words, it should be according to the content or context. In other words, it must follow the connotation technique. For example, this word, artless, yeah? So people might think that it's a negative word, but honestly, it is not. Like, I've seen people are using this word, like, he is an artless guy who is not honest. This is a wrong sentence according to the connotation concept, because artless is a positive meaning, who is not, dishonest. He's an artless guy who is always trying to be, clarifying his answers. This is a positive way. Remember, that's why connotation is important. You need to understand the content and meaning of the word when you're using. Especially in IELTS exam in academic writing. Remember that if you don't know, study it well. Learn from a qualified teacher, once again, competent teacher who can help you. That's obvious and clear. Okay. And the next one is the
Many candidates memorize impressive lists of vocabulary, but often end up using them in the wrong way because they haven't understood them properly. To improve your vocabulary, we recommend these steps. Always try to learn new vocabulary when reading in English. Look out for new words. Seeing words in their context helps you learn the meaning, usage, and collocation. Online newspapers are a good resource. These can also help you keep up on the vocabulary of current affairs. Group new vocabulary into related subjects and learn these together, rather than making long lists of unrelated words. For example, make a list of words about sports. Using mind maps often helps with this. Learn more synonyms. These are
Okay, so as you can see, they have explained group new vocabulary like sport, say football, kick, ball, referee, umpire, score. Okay, sometimes some students end up using wrong words. Okay, and you have to avoid it. How you can avoid it? You don't. If you don't know how to avoid it, you can't avoid it. I'm saying in that case, you need a competent, qualified teacher who can help you and guide you. Remember that. That's why we have got many teachers on this app who are amazing teachers, who are really great teachers. They've got different teaching techniques and methods. So before subscribing to any teacher, I'll suggest you to listen to this teacher first and try to find out the quality and the topics are really matching for you, whether the timing is okay for you, whether the course is okay for you, then subscribe to the teacher blindly after that. Do not subscribe to teacher when you cannot join the lessons or classes. It's a loss for you. Okay, do not try to join a teacher which you think that is this courses are not relevant for your development. Okay, so that's just a suggestion for you. But at the end of the day, it's your decision, whatever you do. But before you take decision, or before taking a decision, it's better to find out about the course, time, and the quality and standard. Okay, generally, when you buy something from the market, I'm sure you'll find different kinds of products of the similar product. That could be substandard product, that could be standard product, that very highly standard products with the same price. Why you have to buy substandard products when you can buy qualified or highly standard products? That's very obvious that we try to grab or buy the standard or high quality products, the same pricing. So it's better for you to decide, correctly and find out the suitable teacher for you.
related subjects and learn these together, rather than making long lists of unrelated words. For example, make a list of words about sports. Using mind maps often helps with this. Learn more synonyms. These are words or expressions which have a similar meaning. Knowledge of synonyms will help with all parts of the IELTS test. Try using a thesaurus. Make small word cards with the word written on one side of the card and the translation and an example sentence on the other side. You can then test yourself. Practice.
Okay, so in order to learn words, you need to know synonyms. Learn the related synonyms. Do not learn unrelated, irrelevant synonyms. Make word cards, and on the other side, write the meaning in your native language and in English with examples. Practice it. Sometimes we call it flashcards as well. Okay?
Practice is the key. Not to memorize, but to practice discussing different topics, weaving in the vocabulary you have learned. Research shows practice improves test scores. Don't give up if you can't find the right word. Keep trying to explain what you mean, even if it takes a little longer. This is called paraphrasing. You will get.
Okay, see, don't give up if you don't know how to use those words. These are called paraphrasing. Paraphrasing means you're explaining the word in a different way. Okay.
You'll get credit for this. IELTS speaking tests include general everyday topics. Specialist knowledge isn't expected. The topics are relevant to all of the 135 countries in which IELTS is used. For more information, please see the other speaking test videos: fluency and coherence, grammatical range and accuracy, and pronunciation.
So you've got some good insight about IELTS exam from this video. Okay. So I'm going to show you some more thing, guys. Where is this word I'm looking for to show you? Okay. Hang on a second. I'm trying to find out some more information about this. Oh, this example. Okay, I have to write it, guys. Hang on a second. What family? Okay. Group words, or sometimes called word family. Say this example: beautiful, which is adjective. Say this word, beautiful. Now you know that beautiful is an adjective. So what is adjective, guys? In parts of space is one of the classifications of parts of space, which is called adjective. Adjectives are the word that describes noun or pronouns quality, quantity, or any other positive or negative thing. Okay, so the greatest rule of using adjective is that there must be a verb before that. Adjectives are not used by itself. So for example, she's a beautiful girl. You can see she is a, as a verb, she is a beautiful girl. She's a beautiful girl, for example. Okay, as you can see, beautiful is an adjective, and there is an article which is called determiner, and articles are also called adjectives, and is the verb. It's a beautiful day, and I was waiting to see the nature. Look at this, another story. the writer saying, it was a beautiful day, and I was waiting to see the natural natural beauty beside the lake which is next to my home. Look at the sentence. It was a beautiful day. Sorry. And I was waiting to see the natural beauty beside the lake which is next to my home. Now we can see the writer started writing a story or a paragraph using these adjectives beautiful. There are also other adjectives. Can you notice that? Beauty. You can see beautiful and beauty, the natural beauty beside lake which is next to my home. Next is another adjective. Okay. If you know what is adjective, then it will be better for you to understand how it can be used in a sentence or speaking. But if you don't know what is an adjective, then it will be difficult for you to identify and understand. So beautiful adjective. Okay, I'm underlining beautiful adjective. Next, another adjective. You see, there is beauty. What is beauty, guys? Beauty is a noun. Now we see beautiful is an adjective. She's a beautiful girl. It was a beautiful day. And I was waiting to see the natural beauty beside the lake, which is next to my home. It's a quite interesting sentence, a compound sentence. So when you know a vocab, beautiful, anyhow, when you know how to use them, that is the really an amazing part of English learning. You know vocabs, you know how to use them. There are many people who know lots of vocabs, but they don't know how to use them correctly. They ended up using wrongly. Then there's no point of learning those vocabs. Learn something which is important, relevant, which you can use in your daily speaking and writing. Do not learn those words which are not helpful for you at all. Okay, now you see beautiful is adjective. You can make this one as an, and I'm sure you know adverbs is called how adjectives or a verb works. So this is adverb, beautifully. Now in beautiful, where are you chasing? Beautiful. Beautiful. Say beautiful. Beautiful. So it's an adjective. Beautiful scenery. She's wearing a beautiful dress. Okay. Now, my question would be afterward, not now. We have made adverb beautifully. You have done the job beautifully. Okay. Can you make it noun? Yes. You can see beauty. We have seen in that writing. Beauty. This is noun. Like I'm waiting to see the natural beauty of this lake, or for the summer, or maybe for the winter. Okay. Can we make it any other word? Yes. Beautician. Beautician is a noun as well. And you know who are beauticians, yeah? The ladies or the women or girls that work in a beauty parlor to make the women more attractive. Okay, manicure, pedicure, threading, etc. Those people, they're expert. Then also there is another word which is known beautification. Look, from this word there are three nouns: beauty, beautician, beautification. Now, if you don't know how to use them, then it will be challenging for you to write sentences. Which is why when you're learning vocabs, when you're learning how to make sentences, it's better to understand the meaning and how you can use them in writing. Okay, so you can see beautiful, beautifully, beauty, beautician, beautification. Three nouns for the word beauty. Okay, once again, beautician. Like she's a beautician who works in this parlor. The first example was it's a natural beauty in the winter. Beautification, like the mayor is paying attention for the beautification of the whole city, and he's planting trees everywhere to make it more attractive. See, this is another example. Next one is beautifying. If you remember, beautifying is an gerund. Now let me see where we're stressing. Am I stressing correctly? Beautify.
Beautify.
Beautifying. Yeah, I'm stressing it correctly. Beautifying. And I'm sure you know that gerund is a part of grammar when you use ing after a verb, and if the verb works like an adjective or noun, we call it gerund. Gerund or gerund? Let me see. Gerund.
Gerund.
Gerund. Gerund.
Gerund.
Gerund.
Gerund.
Gerund.
Gerund.
Gerund. Okay, so we're using is gerund. Once again, gerunds are those words when we use ing after a verb and the word works like a noun or an adjective sometimes. Most of the cases it is noun. Okay. So beautifying. How can you make sentence beautifying, guys? Honestly, gerund is sometimes challenging for you if you don't know how to use them correctly. So beautifying your character with honesty is a really important matter. Look, this is gerund. It is a beautifying matter that this town is so attractive. You see, you're making sentences. Remember, collocation and connotation, positive. Beautify, beautiful, beauty, beautician, beautification, these are all our positive connotation. Positive meaning. We do not use it in wrong way. We don't say she's not beautiful. It will really sound weird. But yes, still people use it. I've heard it, people use it. You can say the synonym which is ugly or unattractive. She's not attractive. Okay. Now, can you make more words from the word beautiful? This is my question. So, beautifully, beauty, beautician, beautification, beautifying. Yes, we can use more words. Beautifyingly. So, this is an adverb. This is an adverb. Okay, the beauticians are doing their job beautifyingly. And I'm sure, guys, more or less everyone knows what is adverb. Adverb means when the verb takes place in a specific manner, or the noun or pronoun of the verb. We call it adverb. How it is done, like beautifyingly. Like the beautician is, you know, making the girl attractive in a beautifying way or beautifyingly. Okay, so that's really very important for you to understand. You see, so these are some of the words word family, and remember to use them in a correct way. Okay, and once again, guys, thanks for joining. The lesson would be finishing soon. Unfortunately, none of my subscribers joined in my lessons. Someone tried to join in the earlier lesson but was not successful. Likewise, when you have subscribed to a teacher, it's better to, join the teacher. Otherwise, you're losing your time and money. You're losing the opportunity. Okay? Please bear in mind, the more you learn, the more you'll be confident. You'll progress. You'll progress definitely more. It will help you building up your, positive energy inside you, how well you can do the exam. So try to learn as many as words possible, synonyms, antonyms, and try to know how to use them in a sentence. And get it checked if you're not sure whether your writing is correct or not. Get it checked by your teacher. Okay, which is why you need help from a teacher, because this is one of the amazing ways to get corrected your wrong or mistaken sentences, or incorrect sentences, I should say. Okay, guys, so this lesson is going to finish soon. Uh, Let me share my other lessons. You see, I conduct lessons from Monday to Sunday, every morning, no exceptions. Okay, and on Saturdays and Sundays, there are two lessons, 6:30 o'clock. All my lessons take place every morning, 6:30 a.m. UK time. But on Saturdays and Sundays, there are two more extra lessons because I'm at home, 8 o'clock. Okay, all this Saturday and Sunday and all other mornings like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, lessons are based on IELTS exam, speaking, reading, writing, and grammar. On Friday morning, I started new lesson from the last week, which is basic British IPA, how we can sound better and develop your pronunciation. Okay, as you can see, all my classes are cheap. Each class is only $2. So if you subscribe with $16 for a month, you'll get 8 lessons, so which is $2 for each class. And advantage is when I go for public live stream, you can always join me freely. So you can see that grammar, IELTS, and again IELTS grammar, phonetics, IELTS speaking, phonetics, then go with the flow, learn British IPA and character 7, and English practice on Friday, which is also the combination is all of them. Okay guys, so decide today that whether you like to develop yourself, whether you like to develop your speaking, your reading or writing or listening. Follow a teacher, subscribe to the teacher, and join private lesson one or maybe Insta class. Now we have got new concept of Insta class. You see, through the Insta class you can connect to any teacher straight away, and the minimum payment is I think it's $4.99 for 20 minutes, and you can speak more. And I got every day I get lots of calls, but they call weird time when I'm busy. I can't accept the calls, but I let them know if you are free, maybe you can call me later. So there are a few ways you can connect to teacher: subscribing lesson like this, number one; booking one on one lesson, number two; through Insta class, or by direct hop on when the teacher is making public live stream. Okay, the more you learn, the more you'll be expert. It will help you building up your confidence. It will help you grow your thoughts. Okay, dear viewers, that should be the ending of today's lesson, and thank you very much for joining. Remember, whatever you have learned from any teacher or students, try to use it. Otherwise, you are going to forget at the end of the day. Our human brains are created in such a way that we forget everything. Otherwise, think of it. If you can remember all the pain, stress, sorrowfulness, or distress time and painful things in our life, we wouldn't be survive. We have to survive. Okay, guys, and once again, thank you very much. I'll see you later. You take care and bye.